Welcome back to What's in the Botch, the weekly, non-weekly wrestling podcast where we typically have a co-host. This time we actually do not. I figured let's do something a little bit different. I am back from my time off in Los Angeles. I'm back at my standard computer right in front of my actual microphone instead of using headphone mics. So you could probably tell the quality of the audio probably sounds better. But today we're going to do something a little bit different. Today we are going to look at some of the matches that I've put on. Specifically some of the ones that I used for my application to go to New Japan. That's where I've been at. I've been at the New Japan LA Dojo, which is a whole huge thing. And part of that application process required us to send a couple of matches. So today we're going to go through and watch those three matches. We may get to a fourth match, my going away match, if you will. The last match I did in Arkansas before flying out to California. So for those of you who are going to be watching the video version of this, you'll definitely get to see it. For those listening to the audio, I will commentate the best I can, but you're going to be listening to what's going on. So let's jump right into it. This first video that I'm about to show you is from a wrestling promotion out of Little Rock called TAC. This was for their December show last year of 2023. I was a part of a triple threat match, so it was me and two other people. This was my first time ever specifically doing a triple threat match. It was a lot of fun. It was really interesting. I definitely wouldn't say that it's my best work, but I will say it was one of the matches that I had some of the most fun with. But yeah, let's jump right into it here. Let me turn it down. Alright, now we should have kind of like a better balance. Actually, yeah, I'm going to leave that up. This was a lot of fun. Honestly, like, this was one of the best environments that I ended up having, like, or wrestling in, because it was just like high energy all the time. Like it was awesome. Typically I would kind of jump through, but once you see my shtick once, it'll kind of make it easier, and then I'll just kind of skip through it. I'm going to go through at least the intros on this. Just the anticipation. I was genuinely, like, really nervous. It's me. Like, it was... Like, even just watching this back kind of brings the goosebumps onto my skin. It's so much... It's so much fun to be a part of a show that some of my friends put on. My last guest, William Blackwell or William Steffen, depending on how you want to look at it. But this is the promotion that he runs, and just being a part of this, just being a part of this was beautiful. Just having my friend go, hey, we want you to like be a part of this thing that we're creating and being a part of this thing that we're doing. Yeah. It was a lot of fun. Honestly, like there's a couple other matches I could show too. Because I ended up wrestling in another triple threat without a ring with this guy and somebody else. That was a fun time. It was really different. It was really interesting. It was really goofy more than anything. Yeah, I've got like a lot of different matches just up and available on YouTube through a bunch of different promotions and different things. This one, like anything involving TAC, because there's going to be a couple of those that I'm showing you tonight. That is through the Projection Box YouTube channel. You can just type in TAC Wrestling and it'll pop up. Some, like the no ring stuff, that was through, Sleazy E Wrestling. I think that's what it's called on YouTube. But yeah, genuinely. And like genuine, like this is one of my favorite things because I got to do something completely different for a more adult crowd, for like a better crowd. So this right here that I'm doing, whenever I ended up bringing this up for this match, I've used this other places ever since because it was just so much fun. It was so much fun. It was so enjoyable, no matter how anxious I got or how nervous I was. Because like it was just different. It was fun. Oh. Oh. Like, what little bit this guy doesn't realize that he knows. Because, like, I did this a year ago. Like, almost here in like a week, maybe two. It'd have been a year since this match. I got to be over the top. I got to be like very exaggerated. And this was like the best version of me, I think, at the time, because like I was trying to figure out what it was that I was doing. And just oh, I told him. I was like, "Hey man, that rope is way too loose. Please don't do that." And that right there just kind of proved it on how loose it actually was. Oh. Oh. And by the way, like, that didn't feel pretty, like getting thrown like that. He's cheating. You've got the power of yeah. Um yeah, like I don't know how much I could say about this cuz like it's three dudes just doing stuff for a not wrestling crowd. So we were just doing what felt fun and what felt natural and trying to make it as entertaining and, and as enjoyable as we possibly could. Trying to do some different stuff. Oh. Man, I really like his boots, like, cuz it was nice. Like this because of this match, I ended up like getting some of my favorite things out of this that I actually use to this day. You can't see the light if you gouge them eyes. Mhm. Oh! I was trying something a little bit different and like everyone in the crowd was liking it and enjoying it and like that's all that matters. And it even got like a couple chants and stuff too, which made it like even better. Like genuinely it made it even better. Oh. No. Just being able to interact with the commentators like that. Oh! One, two, oh! Because it's just like so much fun. We were just having a time. Also, this is the first time I ever took this move. Don't recommend doing it. Oh, because that super dangerous. And they just fight back and forth trying to pin me. Give me a minute to just lay there and die. Oh, I really enjoyed this. Just this crowd was so much fun. Fondle him like a priest. Oh! 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 Ah, that could have did it. That could have did it. I could have won. Like, I'm sorry. I'm so quiet on this one. Like, I'm I'm just kind of in awe with like a lot of this because it genuinely is. It was just so much fun, and looking back at this, like looking back at a lot of this was just so much fun. And it just kind of makes me think too because like a few months later, this same person oh, but yeah, because like a few months later, I would have traveled, like I would have started traveling like all up and down this state, like because Arkansas, to wrestle, and then like a couple months like after the show, I started going like outside to like bigger like other places. A few months later, I went to what was it like? Because this was December, so about 5 or 6 months after, I went to Ohio to start wrestling, and oh, this what's about to happen dislocated my shoulder. Like right here, you can see it happen. My arm got caught right there. Right there. It went complete like, right as soon as I landed. Like you can see it. Hold on. Like right here. Hold on, slow down. Slow. Why is it custom? It should be normal. But if you go here, like you can watch, I instantly grab that. Like I instantly grabbed that arm. But yeah, it went numb for about 15 seconds. Like, yeah, completely numb, but I had so much fun with that. It was a blast. It was a wonderful time. Yeah, and we like had some ideas and stuff for like later things, but it never happened. It was just this one. The next match, oh, excuse me, is kind of leading up and finishing a feud between me and this guy, Austin Rathchild. By this point, we've had like several matches. We've been going up against each other like 4 or 5 matches in a row, and this is a hair versus hair match. He called me out. He lost the title for this company. So the point of this match was to like, he wants revenge on me. And he calls me out and he's like, "Hey, you made me lose my title. I want to settle this." And I'm like, you don't have anything I want. You lost the title. You don't have anything that I could possibly ever want. Unless you put up your hair. I'll fight you, but there's going to be stakes to this match. This match happened... When did this match happen? This happened in late April? I think this happened in April. Hold on. When did I upload this? 5 months ago. Give me a date. So, June. I uploaded it in June. So maybe... Maybe it was the end of May. I don't know. But, no, yeah. It was. It was after the end of May. I remember exactly what it was. This was like the mid to end of May. Because it was... I did that stuff in Ohio in May. I came back. Like, the next day I had another show where I wrestled in front of 4 people. And then, like, the week after that, it was this one. Yeah, so I'm not... Like, this was an okay match. Like, it wasn't my favorite match. But, like, it was genuinely a fun match. I had fun. I always had fun wrestling Austin. Things didn't go as I was hoping, but we made it work, like, genuinely. Everyone in the crowd seemed to enjoy it. Like, everybody in the crowd seemed to enjoy it. And that's all that matters. Genuinely. It was such like a weird thing. Because, like, he was supposed to be a little bit more aggressive on a couple of things, and we were... Oh... I really like those boots that I've got on, like the bright purple ones. Super nice. Because it adds, like, something different. And then... I need to get some new knee pads. But I see exactly one of the issues that I have. Me just being goofy, just doing like, doing like the fun stuff. The camera quality is not as good for this one. Oh, I really miss those knee pads. I really do. my little sister was in the audience with this one, and they were like, everyone was super worried. They're like, oh, you're just gonna lose your hair. I was like, just wait and see, because like everyone's like, oh, tell me how it's gonna go. Tell me how it's gonna go. Are you gonna lose your hair? It's like, you just gotta wait and see. Like, genuinely. Ah, my favorite one. Actually, no. That one wasn't my favorite. He kind of messed that one up, but it worked. But like, one of my favorite things to do. Ooh! Oh! Ouch. Man. The amount of times people have like ripped my shirts. Like, I will say I like the impact, the explosiveness, like this, the more, because it has, to me, just some of the right like dips and like like some of the right dips and dives for it. Like, one of my coworkers was here too, and that made it even better, because like she, like, it was her and her boyfriend, and like she was super interested to see what was gonna happen and if I was gonna lose my hair or not. Oh, come on. I should have been a little bit lower. I should have been lower on the legs for the double leg crab. Some of the dumb things that I do, I swear. Because like, I don't recommend, hold on. Go back up. I don't recommend, because like what I did here, where was it? Was it right here? Just landing like that. People thought like I was done for. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. So there's a couple like clunky things, but genuinely, like, I had fun. The scissors sucked. Like, hold on, because like The scissors weren't cutting at all. It wasn't letting me. It was a struggle for like 30, 40 seconds, and I only got like a tiny handful. But like that was one of the other ones that I submitted, like quality-wise drastically different. Like there was moments of this that I liked, but there were some things that I just didn't really like or didn't really care for. I mean, the same thing kind of goes for the first one. So the last one that I submitted was this one. This is another TAC show. This one happened 3 months ago. So August was whenever it was uploaded. The event was July 13th. But yeah. So I will say the audio for this one is a little like low compared to the other two, which kind of sucks because I say some really or some, not just me, but like some funny things were kind of said, and to get like a context of certain things were hold on, let me turn it up. Here we go. All right. And I know what you're thinking. The main girl? What do you mean? Yeah, this is going to be an intergender match. So, it is... Oh, excuse me. It is me versus her. And it's not my first time doing them. By this point, this is my third, maybe fourth. Those ropes are so loose. Those ropes are so loose. There were a couple things about this match that were a little like clunky. The ref, for one, this is his first time ever reffing. Like this is his first reffing gig. And I was perfectly okay with it. So like genuinely, I love the commentator. Just patting down people, taking stuff, giving it to other people. Come on. Honestly, like what I made just from the crowd this night wasn't bad. And like you'll see it. I ended up making like 20, 25. Like there, like genuinely, there are a few things that I took for this. Like one of the things is putting money in the refs' pockets from like that first match. Because there's no bell, I'm telling them they're poor. She was super quiet. I wish like she was louder. I made $20. That's a nice dinner date at Applebee's. Yeah, like I'm not sure on how well the audio for like this match is getting picked up on my like recording. Oh. I mean, like there was some clunky things, and that was one of them. Oh. Like there was just weird like miscommunications on some things. But genuinely, like an actual fight doesn't look pretty. It's not, excuse me, it's not supposed to be pretty. So it's like I can't really complain. Oh. Like this is where the ref is showing his new like that's where like one of the times that the ref was showing like he's like new, this is his very first match. Typically when a count to 5 is like that's it. That's a disqualification. So by that rules, it was me. I won. um this is where it's happening to again. Oh no. What are you doing? She's grabbing me by the ponytail. Ooh. Honestly, like this match did what it was supposed to. Like genuinely this match did what it was supposed to. People were engaged, people were like having fun. People were like reactive and loud. And I'm just getting ever lovingly beat. Oh, it's a different type of like game now. It's a different type of match now. Some cool pictures actually came out of this. That was such a nice transition. But yeah, like genuinely, some great pictures came out of this. I felt a little bad for this one. Now we're just going. I went to throw her, she threw me. Real quick, beer burns whenever it gets like thrown straight in your eyes. Like that was and I wiped my face on this dude's jersey. One of the other wrestlers, he already wrestled earlier, like before us. So he was just like getting a drink. That was my first time ever getting just like a Vino's chant, which made me feel like super happy. The first time getting like a TAC chant too, which was nice. Oh, yes. Oh man, like this was fun. Like I miss this. Oh. That was such a fun time. Like that was Nixie was cool. She did such a great job. Like really, like she did a great job doing what she was doing. Hold on. Did I say anything funny? Nope. All right, it goes straight to the next one. So my going away match, like my last actual match in Arkansas was this match right here. Leading into this match, I had a few different like matches, and at some different places and stuff like that. And I'm like, this is the the farewell tour for now in Arkansas. So like this was leading into the last match that I was gonna have here for a while. So let me. It is me again. The biggest cheers. It's so confusing. Like, genuinely, it is confusing. Because sometimes they cheer me, sometimes because like the show before this, was literally the one where I just like faced the the girls. So like this was 2 months after I faced Nixie. But like doing the whole thing. Look, hold on. There's 2 people dressed like me. Like I got so much money. I got so much money that night, which I needed it because boy was Los Angeles stupid expensive. This is also this ref's first time ever reffing. But like this one, so like everybody was like cheering. Like everybody was cheering. Which is weird because like some people were booing me and cheering me. People were cheering him. So like he disrespects the belt. Not really, because it just fell off. Like, I was not super proud of this match, but like it was my last match, and there was like some major stuff that I enjoyed. Like honestly, like this match made me cry. Yeah. Just like rose because like the crowd was having fun. Like the crowd likes me because I can be entertaining, and they want something goofy and they want something fun. They know when they see me it's going to be a fun time. Oh. He just started dancing on me. Oh. We're just having like the big standoff. Like you like seeing the like old westerns or whatever. So I had an idea here. I wanted to give him a power bomb from this, but I didn't want to. I should have, honestly, because if I ended up getting a power bomb before that 10, it would have been great. You could definitely tell over time that my movement has changed. You can tell over time that like my movement and stuff has changed for what I was doing, cuz like just even from like a 2-month difference from like the last match and this one. That change isn't necessarily a good change, I don't think. But yeah, a little bit of miscommunication stuff and some like timing stuff. This is the first time I ever worked Jack. But he had fun. Oh no. Oh, see, I told you, like, people just liked taking my shirt off. Getting a little bit on that strong style. Oh! Oh! Because this is what they wanted. This is what the crowd wanted to see. Yeah, like definitely what I do is like I definitely do a lot of like TV, ready for TV type wrestling. Just oh man. Is it gonna work for once? I'm sorry. Like, I'm just getting... I'm getting so lost in the stuff that I did. Because it was just so much fun. And just, like, I look back at this stuff with, like, very fond memory. Like, looking back on it, I shouldn't have done this. Not, like, with the chair, but, like, where I landed him. I should have hit him with, like, a German or something to create that distance. Oh, man. And then, like, the part that made me cry, like, whenever he was pinning me, he told me, hey, stay and wait for Will. And I'm like, okay. Because, like, he's doing, like, the stuff, and I'm doing, like, my little shtick. Just talking like a big thing. And this. Every time I watch this, it brings a tear to my eye. It brings, like, goosebumps. Like, goosebumps all over my arm. And, like, it was such a time. Like, people I didn't even really know cheering for me. And the funniest thing, they say that, but I'm literally going to be in the car with them in, like, a few days. So it's like, it was a time. It was a fun time. And, like, my time out, like, in Los Angeles and wrestling in Los Angeles and doing stuff like that was, like, super fun. It was super interesting. I learned a lot while I was out there. And I can only learn more and not take that opportunity for granted for what I did. I know this one was, like, different, right? I'm not saying much. Like, I didn't say much. I didn't do much. I'm not cracking jokes. It's a lot easier to crack jokes and be funny or whatever whenever there's other people around to kind of bounce off of. But to me, like, going back and watching these, it's like nostalgia. Like, genuinely, it is just that. Like, it is just nostalgia. Because of my experience doing them. Because, like, it was fun. It was done with people that, like, I enjoy. I like being around. And doing stuff with my friends. Though, like, it wasn't always like that. at all. I've got tons of matches from people, not people, but like I've got tons of matches like at promotions that I didn't have as much fun with, or against people that I didn't have as much fun with. But with those matches, I had like so much fun. Like genuinely, I had so much fun. I had I had a lot of heartache and stress due to wrestling and like school and life. So having these moments videotaped to look back on just makes it better. But anyways, like I'm, getting emotional now, I suppose. But no, I genuinely wanted to do something different this time, especially with it being the 4th episode, the final episode for this class, and potentially maybe even the final episode of the Limited Run podcast. I don't know. We'll see. Who knows? Maybe it'll get a revamp or something like that. Yeah. It was fun, like genuinely. It was a lot of fun. If you want to see more of my wrestling stuff or things that I'm going to do or like places that I'm going to be or anything like that, I mean, you can find it at, or find me at, Elder Fox with 2 X's on Instagram. So it'd be ELDERFOXX. Tyler Fox Wrestling on TikTok. Tyler Fox on Facebook. I know for a fact I've got a wrestling show that I'm going to on Saturday in Marianna, Arkansas. As of this date and this recording, it is December 5th, 2024. So with that being the case, Christmas is around the corner. Santa Claus is going to be there. So bring the kids. It's not going to be exactly what you ended up seeing. It's going to be more of the second match, not the other 3 matches. Or a variation, I suppose, but it's my first match back in Arkansas. So it'll be fun, it'll be nice, it'll be interesting. And then you never know where you might see me, because I do happen to do all of that travel and stuff. Actually, like I was surprised because I've had 2 people recognize me from stuff I did from like Juggalo Championship Wrestling back in May, which that was wild. One of them was in LA. One of them was like here on campus. Someone I didn't even know. She came up to me and she was like, "I saw you on JCW. You were wrestling my favorite wrestler." Like out of the blue, like just happened to be in the same area, and then bam, that happened. And then I was at a JCW show last night in Little Rock, and like I wasn't wrestling or anything like that, but just a random dude in the crowd was like, "Tyler Fox," and I'm like, "Holy crap, that's wild!" And then after the show, me and a buddy of mine that was on the show, we went to like a really nice as they can be dive bar that I like to just like hang out at and eat pizza. Some dudes that were at the show, like the wrestling show prior, wound up at the same dive bar as us. and wound up was like, oh, hey, I know you, type of thing. It was fun. It was an interesting time. It was wild. But anyways, I'm rambling. I'm ranting. I'm sorry. With that being said, thanks for giving this episode a listen. Thanks for giving this series a listen so far. Because, yeah, even though it started out as a school project, I don't know. Maybe it'll get a revamp with more interesting things, especially whenever I get more time to do it. Now that I'm actually back at my computer and not trying to run and operate things off of my laptop and kind of jank riser headphones. Or, yeah, Razer, not riser. Razer headphones. But yeah, maybe I'll see you in the next one. Later.